King Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonians worshipped idols and false gods. King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold that was 90 feet high and 9 feet wide, and he placed it in the province of Babylon. When it was completed, the king called for all the important and powerful people of Babylon to come to the dedication. Then a speaker announced, "This is what you are commanded to do, all you people of Babylon, all nations and men of every language. At the moment you hear the sound of musical instruments and all kinds of music, you are to fall down and worship the image of gold the king has set up in his honor in the province of Babylon. Whoever does not fall down and worship the image will immediately be thrown into a blazing furnace of fire." From then on, whenever the people heard the sound of instruments and all kinds of music, they immediately fell down and worshipped the image of gold that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. One day, a group of men from Babylon went before the king and said, "O king, you've commanded all your people to fall down and worship the golden image when they hear the sound of instruments and music. You have also said that those of us who do not worship the image will be thrown into a fiery furnace. We are here to tell you that there are some Jews, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, whom you have set over the affairs of Babylon, that refuse to worship your gods or bow to your golden image." When the king heard this news, he became furious and had Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego brought before him. King Nebuchadnezzar asked, "Is it true that you do not worship my gods or bow to the golden image I set up? If this is true, then I will give you a chance to bow and to worship my golden image. But if you do not, then all three of you will be thrown into the fiery furnace. And what God will be able to rescue you from my hand?" The men replied to the king, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we cannot defend ourselves in this matter. Our God can certainly save us from the blazing furnace, even if he does not. We want you to know, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the golden image you have set up." Then the king, furious with rage, ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter than usual. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were tied up with rope by the king's strongest soldiers and thrown into the fiery furnace. The blazing fire was so hot that the soldiers were immediately killed. As the king sat watching, he suddenly jumped to his feet and said to his advisors nearby, "Weren't there 3 men who were tied up and thrown into the fire?" They replied, "Yes, O king." And the king replied, "Look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire, untied, and the 4th looks like the Son of God." The king approached the opening of the blazing furnace and shouted, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out and come before me." As Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walked out of the furnace toward the king, many of the most important people in the kingdom surrounded them. They saw that their bodies had not been burned, and not a hair on their head had been singed. Their robes had not been scorched, and they did not even smell like fire. King Nebuchadnezzar said, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who sent his angel and rescued his servants from the fire. They trusted him and defied my command and were willing to give up their lives rather than serve or worship any god but their own. Therefore, I announce today that the people of any nation or language who say anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego will be killed, and their houses will be destroyed, for no other God can save in this way." Then the king, in great awe and respect to God, made Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego very successful in the kingdom of Babylon.